Good morning, good morning. I am headed off from civilization once again. I've been in a place where I can get food and internet for a week and a half. Too long, I say. So I'm going to the Lau Group. It's 190 miles to get to one of the southernmost Lau Islands. I'm heading there with 2 other boats. We're gonna meet up once we get there and hang out there. So I'm just getting my boat ready again to be at sea for 2 days and trying to download all my new music and podcasts that I want and provision again, which is kind of crazy because I feel like I just did this, but I'm really excited to see what is in store for me in the Lau Group. I'm off. Goodbye mainland Fiji, just motoring out to get out of the wind shadow of this island, and then I should be able to set my head sail and be on a nice beam reach or maybe a little forward of the beam. I just got out of the wind shadow. I've had to motor for the past 2 hours to get into a spot where there's wind, and it's crazy. It was kind of like I just motored through a curtain because there's no wind, and then suddenly wind. So I put up my sails. I am as close hauled as I can be right now, but the wind should bend around and I should be able to head off a little bit off the wind. Probably as I get further away from land and throughout the day, I shouldn't be as close hauled, which will be nice, but I am pretty much right on course and going pretty much exactly the speed I need to go to get in the day after tomorrow morning, which is awesome. And it's not too rough because I'm still in the lee of this one island, which is probably what's blocking the wind, but it's an okay compromise for now. There's a big part of me that is not thrilled about being back at sea just a week after such an insane 2.5-week passage, but I'm really, really excited to see the Lau Group. And it's crazy, even though I'm close hauled in 15 to 20 knots, it is less rough than it was going downwind on the way here. I can stand up okay, stuff doesn't fall off the stove even though it's not gimbaled anymore. Life is just way more comfortable, and it sort of, yeah, just sort of solidifies the fact that it was a miserable trip over here.
Without my love for the ocean, I would be long gone by now. It's some kind of devotion that brings me down. That without my love for the ocean, I will be no one.
It's a beautiful morning, and it was a beautiful night last night. Wow, I think I just have all this extra appreciation from the passage that I had over here. It wasn't so great. I have just put up my bigger head sail because the wind is dropping. I'm going a happy 5 and a bit knots. I'm slaughtering a pineapple for breakfast. I have a cup of chai tea, and I'm just so happy. I'm just gonna hang out outside, enjoy the weather.
You're holding my mind in a tight grip. When I walk all over you, and your blood is in the water, and you go straight through my heart.
Breakfast!
Through my heart.
Breakfast is running away. It's another beautiful end to a beautiful day. Wow, this has just been the best passage. It did get squally in the middle of the day, but I just reduced sail and was able to sail through it. I collected rain from the squall water in a bucket and took a freshwater shower, which was such a big treat. And now I'm just sitting out here enjoying the sunset. Tomorrow morning I'm getting into Fulanga. I'm trying to slow myself down a bit so that I get in after sunrise. Olivia was telling me the best time to enter is 8, but I think I'm going to be getting in a bit before that, so I'll just see what it looks like once I get there. But wow, this is actually a really nice reminder of how beautiful it can be at sea and how much I love it. The passage to get to Fiji a week ago was just so intense and scarring. I'm just kidding about the scarring part, but it was so intense that I was kind of second guessing a lot of things, but being on this passage reminded me, all right, when it's good, it's good. It's really good. It's good! Ah, thank you, ocean. Thank you. Beautiful full moon. It's good. It's really good out here right now.
Without my love for the ocean, I would be long gone by now. I guess my love is for the ocean, not for you. No, not for you.
Morning. I am outside the atoll right now. The wind has pretty much died, so I had to turn on my engine. I sort of drifted all night, but now the sun is coming up and it's starting to be light enough to see. So there are 2 other boats that are in front of me going through the pass. One of them is Olivia. One of them's another boat. She's gonna let me know what it's like in there because it can be strong current, and as we know, my boat has a tiny engine. There's also, just to make life interesting, a squall just upwind, but I think it looks like it's passing to the side, so I think we should be okay. This is probably the narrowest pass I'll have ever gone through. I do have a track line from Olivia the last time she was here, so that makes me feel better. It's not good light for seeing through the water, so I'm just gonna have to blindly trust that track. Sorry, my mane is luffing and it's right over my head. I think it, yeah, just clears, as long as I don't stand up too high. And this is another atoll. It's so different from the Tuamodus. It's, for one thing, higher. It has these limestone hills that are rising up, and then there's reef in between that, which is really cool. So you can see it from way further off. It looks like an island, even though it's reef. I have slowed down because I'm not sure if the squall is going to hit the pass or not, and I do have time. I think my friends are going for it, but they're a lot closer than I am, so and they can motor twice as fast, so they're going to make it in before the squall. I'm going to sit it out and see what happens. So I'm trying out something one of my friends told me might work for my iPad, which is to put it in a plastic bag, and apparently the raindrops won't affect its screen, and then I can have it outside if it rains.
We would have had to turn around.
Okay, I'm coming into the pass now. The water is so clear I can see through. It's about 25 feet here or so. Steadily dropping, but I feel confident because I have this track line from a boat with a lot deeper draft than I, so I know I can do it. I'm in the pass. Following this track line has been awesome. It's really alleviated a lot of my fears about not having sat images for here, it being squally and morning, so horrible light. I'm just continuing to follow it. This is insanely different from the Tuamodus, but also similar. I'm so excited to see it by the light of better sun. I'm still following this track line. There's a lot of shit in the water. Wow. But it's so beautiful here. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I made it in. It's been so squally. I actually managed to put away my head sail while I was underway, just in case it started raining because it's dry right now. So I'm just gonna tidy up my boat and then make some coffee. Fiji doesn't have the same kind of infrastructure as French Polynesia, so in these remote atolls they don't really get supply ships, and they also don't have internet at all. No cell, no Wi-Fi, nothing. Because of all of this, they don't get a lot of supplies from the outside world, so mostly they subside on what they can eat that exists here in this lagoon. So before we left from the town, Olivia and I went to the store and we bought a bunch of sacks of rice and flour and cooking oil, shampoo, soap, laundry detergent, and then some fun stuff for the ladies, just to try to help them out a little bit. Olivia has been here before and she knows some of the women. One of them apparently is a really good musician, and I was gifted a guitar for my birthday, really nice one, which means that my old guitar has just been sitting around on my boat collecting dust. So this morning I am going to restring it and then give it to Olivia's friend. This is a really special guitar for me. I've had it since I was 18, and I put stickers all over it from everywhere that I've been in those years, which is a lot of different places. So it's a little bit hard to let go of, but I don't need two guitars on my boat, and knowing that it's going to such a good home and that it will be so loved makes me feel better that the guitar will live on, because an instrument shouldn't be sitting somewhere collecting dust just because you love it. It should be played. This guitar has stickers from my time in Antarctica, from cruising around the Caribbean, visiting Yellowstone National Park, stickers from Germany and Iceland that my friends have given me, stuff from when I was in college. So I'm happy that it's going to a good home. I'm getting ready to head in. It's about a mile row to shore. Olivia also doesn't have an engine for her dinghy. So we're taking my dinghy together because mine is a rowboat and hers is an inflatable. We're going to take turns rowing, and we're going to load it up with all of the stuff that we're bringing to the village. So first I'm going to go over there, we're going to put everything in the dinghy, and then we're going to head over to the village. It is a conservative village like most of the ones on the remote islands in Fiji, so that means you have to cover your knees and your shoulders. So I'm wearing long pants and a long sleeve shirt. It's not really a big deal. I usually wear a long sleeved shirt outside anyway, just to protect my skin from the sun. Okay. We're ready to go ashore. We have so much stuff. 20 kilos of rice, Cava, a bunch of things, a deflated paddleboard.
We're gonna make it.
We're gonna make it. We're gonna drift.
I wanted to see.
I don't know. Okay, we're trying to get a hold of this boat over here, so we're gonna yell. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Tali! Woo! Tali! Tali! It's Olivia!
Yeah, hold that up.
Oh no! Tali! Tali, 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 Tali. Tali, 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 Tali.
She's cute, huh?
She's really cute. Prancing.
If we blow it up, it's gonna be easier to carry, no?
Yeah. Je m'appelle. Comment allez-vous? What else?
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Fulanga is one of the islands in the southern Lau Group, and the village has a really cool tradition of adopting each sailboat who comes into the local family. So first you arrive with your bundle of Cava and present it to the chief. If he likes you, which I don't think he's ever not liked anyone, he then invites you to continue to anchor in their waters and walk about the village. An interesting fact about Fijian culture is that they see you anchoring in the water by their town, the same as we might see someone arriving in our backyard and setting up a tent. So to not go to the chief first with Cava and ask permission to anchor is considered quite rude. It's a tradition that I actually think I'm going to start adopting in the other islands that I visit, even if they don't have the Cava tradition, because you're just acknowledging the fact that you're parking your boat in someone's backyard. And, you know, this village has been around for so much longer than Europeans have been coming to Fiji that I do feel honored to be allowed to anchor and use the beach and take up part of their space with my boat and myself. Since Olivia had already been to Fulanga, she had friends who were here, so we had them as our host family. And after church, they usually have a big meal all together, so we brought some things we'd cooked up on our boat, and they provided amazing fish and coconut milk and all these traditional, delicious Fijian foods. All in all, I would say this set the bar very high for my subsequent Fijian village experiences. It's another beautiful morning here in Fulanga. Today is Sunday, and the people of the village have invited our group to come to church with them, which is cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like. I'm just making some breakfast and getting my dinghy ready to go. So today I'm putting the sail rig on my dinghy. It's dead downwind to get there, so that'll be easy. And then getting back, I'll bring the oars and we'll tow her paddleboard behind us, and we'll just have a slow go getting back. Okay, we are in our boudoir, getting dressed for church. That thing is so nice. I need one of those.
It's from Ethiopia.
Oh, that's where I'll go next. I'm in my sack, and it's still raining, so I guess we're gonna get wet again, but fresh water wet, not salt water wet.
Crackers. You want one? Lilou, regarde la photo.
So this is pure coconut milk that goes with that.
Wow.
That is white sauce that goes with this. So you just take like fried fish and you pour white sauce over it.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I love these little containers.
Boiled fish in coconut milk.
Wow.
Wow. Look at this. This is Ollie. Can you put this up there?
You
can eat all the fish.
Yeah, the rich fish.
So you can try this
Yeah.
with that if you like coconut milk.
This is amazing.
Yeah. Eat, Ollie, eat. I know you and your sense of excitement when it comes to food.
What? What do you mean?
Remember that day when we had breakfast
Yeah?
and you're like, you know what? I'm feeling.
Oh, I'm gonna get a lot of food.
I'm gonna get a lot of food. Can I have? What did you have?
I don't know, like a hash brown.
A hash brown.
And Tali, you were like, that is what you call a lot of food? This is just so. Where did you find those?
That's Lucy's.
Where did you find that?
From the reef.
Can I really keep my hair like this?
If you want to, it looks fairly. What are you doing?
I'm about to have a massage, and all the children are here. Like half the village is here. So, so Tali is getting me prepared.
Oh, you have to take your bra off.
Oh no, it's okay. I have to take this off too? Yeah. I'm really getting naked here.
Ooh.
It's Sunday, y'all. Does God mind?
Just, yeah.
Hello.
Pull it over.
Eating coconut.
Throw it away. There you go.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Nom nom nom.
If you what?
If we put my hair up, all my gray hair show.
Gray is beautiful.
You have gray hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like a thing for Nem's family. They get gray hair young.
Yeah.
So silly.
I'm naked.
Nam?
I'm naked.
Oh,
Bobo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Today, some of the ladies of the village are taking us on a fishing trip. So Tale, Ma, and Lucy have borrowed a longboat with an engine, and they're picking me up. We're gonna tow my dinghy so that we can take it fishing with us, but it's too far for me to row. Well, I could row, but I don't want to because it's like a mile. So I have a bunch of stuff, snorkel and fins and a bunch of food because we're gonna have a beach fire and grill up what we found. I wrapped some potatoes in tin foil and brought some butter so we can throw those in the fire. And yeah, excited for the day. Hey! Woo!
Hello.
Hey!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, sister.
Watches are dolphin. I'll never reach the ground. Crash through the surface. Come on. What's the other word?
What is it, Holly? How does it go?
Our picnic was intended to be Fulanga style, which means eating whatever we foraged from the ocean. Us yachties cheated and brought some of our own snacks, but as soon as we got ashore, we went out foraging to pick up coconuts and dried wood to make a fire. While we were doing that, Tali went out and dug some clams, and then I took her and one of the guys from the other boats into my rowboat. We used the clams as bait and hand-lined for little fish that we later cooked up on the grill. It was a delicious combination of traditional and yachty, and definitely an afternoon I'll never forget.
Out. Fishing lines. Who's gonna fish with me?
Maybe you two can fish,
On your video?
and I'll video.
All right.
I'm the worst fisher on the planet.
Good.
You
Really?
have to know that. My father was so mad at me because I prefer surf than fish. Why do you surf? It's useless.
Does your dad fish?
Yeah, on my island it's like here, everybody fish.
Ah.
So, but I was not. I was not like the others.
Okay.
Double hook, triple hook.
Hide the hook. Right.
And you just throw it
And you sort of wait. I'll.
far.
No, just towards the that rocky bit.
Beautiful. Oh, little. Is it big enough to eat? What kind of fish is this one?
I don't know what you call it in. We call it here. It's called matambuzo.
We call it Johnny. Like
Let's
a
call
yellow
it Johnny.
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 Johnny the fish. Oh yeah, we can use that.
Can you use this?
Yeah, of course. Okay.
That's bigger than mine.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's called a Nino. Oh!
Sorry, I flinched.
Woohoo!
Oh, the fish are coming over.
Good
They want
job.
Oh no, it's safe.
it. Check this out. This is so cool.
Wow. This is actually the closest they've come since I've been here.
Can you give me the pot?
Oh yeah.
That's short.
Hot girls out the road, I say them see me. And I tell them say them have something for gimme. How much time I like them all a dream about the Jimmy.
I'm getting ready to leave the beautiful Fulanga, heading to the next atoll over, which is only 5 miles away, but ironically dead upwind, so double that because my boat doesn't do well to windward, so it's about 10 miles of tacking. I will be in the lee of the atoll, so there shouldn't be too many waves, and about 2 miles to get out of the pass. So I'm taking off now, following the tracks that I followed to come in, and tacking up to the next place where I'm going to visit in Fiji, third Anchorage in Fiji. Thanks for watching this week's episode. I put up new episodes every 2 weeks on Mondays on YouTube, and for my patrons, you guys get a little snack on the weeks I don't put up a full-length YouTube. If you'd like to become a patron, it's patreon.com/windhippie, and you can request videos that I make for you guys if you have any questions about specific things I do on my boat or ways I do things, blah, blah, blah. I love getting those requests from you guys and making little snacks about it. So thank you to all of my patrons who are supporting me. You really do make this trip possible. Congested. I'm gonna get you guys sick. Patreon has been my only source of income for the past 3 years because I don't do ads or sponsorships because it just feels weird for me to try to shove something down your throats when my whole thing is about you don't need any of that stuff. So patrons, you have been the only thing that has kept me from needing to stop cruising and get a job on land somewhere. So thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you all for your lovely comments. I love reading them and responding to them when I have good enough internet. Thank you, Tish, for helping me schedule these videos on YouTube. I usually edit them in big chunks at once when I have good internet, upload, and then Tish helps me get them up on YouTube so that if I'm offline or in a place with bad internet, I don't need to stress and you guys still get your videos on time. So, woo! So much gratitude for everyone in my life and all of you lovely community of people. And, also, yes, merchandise. I have Wind Hippie Sailing t-shirts and other things available for purchase. In the description below, you can find the link to that if you'd like to join the team of people wearing cool Wind Hippie shirts. I have one, it's tie-dye, it's in the wash right now, so I can't show you, but I did wear it for probably a week straight. And did I smell bad? Definitely. Did anyone care? Probably. Did I care? No. But I did decide one day that it was too dirty to be washed. I don't know why I'm telling you this. This is rambly. Thank you guys for watching. Patrons, I'll see you next week with a snack. YouTubers, I'll see you in 2 weeks with another full-length episode.